And in news from West Asia, as Israel continues its relentless assault in Gaza and West Bank, Saudi Arabia's Crown Prince Mohammed Bin Salman has called for a clear path to Palestinian statehood. It was in an interaction with the press at the Oval Office that the Saudi Crown Prince said that his kingdom wanted to normalize its relations with Israel while also calling for a two-state solution between Palestine and Israel. The Saudi Crown Prince also called for peace between the two nations. Here's an excerpt of what he had to say.
So definitely we believe having a good relation with all Middle Eastern countries, it's a good thing, and we want to be part of the Ibrahim Accord, but we want also to be sure that we secure a clear path of two-state solution. And today we have a healthy discussion with Mr. President that we're going to work on that to be sure that we can prepare the right situation as soon as possible to have that.
The Saudi Crown Prince statement comes amidst Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu's opposition to a two-state solution, despite Israeli PM's Prime Minister showing lukewarm endorsement towards Palestinian aspirations in the Trump-backed Gaza ceasefire agreement, with Netanyahu leading a coalition of far-right supporters, and that is to annex the occupied West Bank region with Israel. In fact, attacks continued in the region as Israeli forces killed two Palestinian teenagers for allegedly killing an Israeli civilian and injuring three others in a knife attack, which took place at Gush Etzion Junction in occupied West Bank region. The IDF even said that it eliminated two terrorists. That was in response to a ramming and stabbing attack, clarifying that it claims that the explosive materials have been found in their vehicle. Also, Israeli forces reportedly shot an Al Jazeera cameraman covering a protest that erupted in occupied West Bank region. Video that you see on your screen shows the injured cameraman being carried to an ambulance by civilians and paramedics. And this while Gaza situation has only turned more grim, with the United Nations saying that heavy rains have flooded refugee camps where displaced families live in makeshift shelters as families continue to salvage their belongings from torrential downpour. United Nations has urgently called for the removal of remaining restrictions for more aid to flow in.
The Undersecretary General for Humanitarian Affairs and Emergency Relief Coordinator, Tom Fletcher, said yesterday that Palestinians across Gaza are cold and soaked following recent rains, adding that frustration is growing as floods rise and what little people have is destroyed. He reiterated that the UN and our partners are mobilizing to help, but much more is needed. Mr. Fletcher said that remaining restrictions must be lifted to urgently get more aid in.